Cancers. Hey, I hope you guys are all doing amazing. This is your bonus reading for May 2023. Oh my God, this is the craziest month. There are a few other months this year that are pretty crazy, but this is a pretty intense month. So I wanted to come check in. I could not make it for April, and that sucks. There's just so much going on in my life. I'm sure there's a ton going on in yours. All right, let's pull you guys some cards. I'm going to be doing these a little bit shorter. I'm cutting these down by like half the time. I'm doing the reading a little bit differently, and I'm adding an extra deck. So let's pull you guys some cards. I did shuffle these really well before I started the reading. So let's see what we get. The Four of Wands. The Ace of Cups. That flew out when I was shuffling these right before your reading. That's funny. Okay, and the Seven of Swords. All right, so with this Four of Wands, I feel like your stability within your relationships is something that's, it's been like peaks and valleys for you guys. I feel, with this Ace of Cups, I know that it usually means that, you're opening your heart up to something, or you're loving yourself better. I do feel like you're developing like a healthy selfishness. It is not selfish though. Like, it's like healthy self-love, but I feel like you've kind of boxed your heart in towards someone that may be in your life. And I feel like a lot of it was based around you, like, feeling like financial stability was an issue for you. I feel like a lot of you, had some financial, like, ups and downs, like a lot of financial ups and downs in the last, 10 years. And I feel like you don't want to take your eye off of this because you're afraid that it will, like, the stability that you worked so hard for over the last 10 years, you don't want someone to come and take this away. You don't want this to sweep away. But I feel like because you've been staring so much at, your financial stability, you kind of haven't been looking at the relationships that you have in the background, okay? They're like with your partner, or like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, maybe with your kids even. Like that relationship hasn't really blossomed with the other people in your life as much as you like, but I feel like you haven't really been looking at it as much as you've been looking at, your stability. Okay. I'm going to pull you guys a few cards. Oh, you know what? I did shuffle these, so I'm not going to pull. I'm not going to shuffle this. Ace of Pentacles. All right. The Six of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. And the Two of Pentacles. All right. So with this Five of Wands and the Six of Cups, I feel like when you look at the past, it kind of creates a little bit of a struggle for you. Like, you kind of get a little upset with your, like, the way things went down, like how things might be going down now within a relationship almost. I feel like the opportunity to revisit some old thoughts and feelings and just memories that you have is there, but I feel like that could create some conflict within you, just the way, but I feel like it's something that you have to do. And I feel like you're going back and forth between focusing on what you want, the destination, like your finances, like your stability, your, like, an idea that you have, you want to refocus on yourself, but like, you have to look back and focus on, like, relationships and why they turn out the way they turn out, or maybe even your relationship with your finances. And like, I do feel like it creates kind of an internal struggle within you. Okay. And I do feel like you're kind of going back and forth between the two and just kind of having to redirect your focus in a few different places. Okay. I'm going to pull you guys a few cards from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I keep picking these up because it's such a force of habit. Oh, I will get better at this, I swear. Okay. Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. Also have the Otter Spirit, you are never alone. You know, I feel like some of the reason you've focused so much on your finances is out of fear of maybe losing a connection, possibly. And I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you that you're never alone, okay? And being there for yourself and showing yourself the love that you really deserve is what draws in the right people. And maybe a relationship that you're in is something that you really need to look at and see if it's something that needs to be let go of. You know, I don't like being the bearer of bad news, but this is what I see in the cards right now. We also have the Lion Spirit here, which means that I don't feel like you're not willing to, I do feel like it's attention. Like it's just attention that, you know, needs to be given to other areas of your life. And I feel like this is a time for you to, you know, really focus on what you're focusing on. Like really kind of break down why you're focusing on it so heavily and maybe redirecting some of that focus to like other areas of your life, because it is also important, and it's not a bad thing that you are focusing on yourself, okay? That is never a bad thing, to focus on yourself and focus on what's important for you. But you just got to be aware of how intense your focus is and how much time you're giving to that as opposed to the other things in your life, because it has the ability to create an imbalance within you. All right, I'm pulling one card from the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck. This is a new deck that I got. You have the North Node, destined to have. The North Node is in Taurus right now, okay? And I feel like you're destined to have the stability that you want, okay? And the stability that you've been focused on so heavily over the last decade. I feel like I see a 10 when I talk about this. I see 10s. Like I see a 10 for like this being 10 years that you have all been feeling your way through this. And like, I feel like the stability is here to stay for you. It's just, you have to believe that those times have changed and that your circumstances have changed. And I feel like it has a lot to do with your self-worth and your belief in yourself, okay? Because Taurus is about self-worth. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do feel like this is an intense month, but I feel like this is a breakthrough month for you guys. I feel like this is a breakthrough month for so many people. So I am rooting for you guys, and I feel like there's so many great things on the horizon for you that there is no reason to fear. Okay, fear is what blocks us from greatness, and pushing through the fear. I feel like a lot of you have pushed through that fear, and just keep pushing through that fear, okay? Pluto brings up fears, definitely, and it's between your relationship houses. So, you know, it's retrograding back from Aquarius into Capricorn, which is those are like the 8th and the 7th house are two relationship houses, okay? And the 8th house is related to Pluto. So I feel like Pluto being in your 8th house is going to like really give you a serious breakthrough with your like affiliations with others, like within your relationships themselves. And it's time to embrace those changes. All right, Cancers, I will see you all again as soon as I can, okay? Bye.